Okay, so this is where Civilization 6 starts. So right now, I am Lady Six Sky. I am a leader of the Maya Empire. I'm one of the few leaders, the many leaders of the Maya Empire. Right now, we are settled at a good spot. It looks like, look at it, it's got chocolate. In this game, one of the key things is they do have like resources that the Maya people would use. Chocolate was known as a luxury resource in the Maya period. Same was maize. So was maize. Maize wasn't really a luxury, but it's more of a resource. But they have that in this game. Um, this game's got multiple civilizations, basically from the Maya people to the Aztec people to even like the Roman Empire. So they have different civilizations. So even in this game, you'll see different civilizations that aren't known during the same time period as the Maya Empire were. Um, so right now we are trying to build a city-state. We are right next to a water source, which is really good because obviously the Maya people, what made them move in the central lowlands, uh, what made them move was a drought, famine, basically limited resources. They didn't have enough resources to survive, so they had to move. But right now I have the resources. I have chocolate right here. I mean, I think I'm well off. I'm right next to the water source. Might move my settlers over here to try to settle on the coast. Because I feel like if we can settle on that coast and make sure we get enough resources, that would be good for us. Um, Basically, the objective of this game is to basically see who can be the most dominant city-state, to take over other city-states, to have the most power, but also be at alliance with another city-state. Obviously, I got my settlers right here. Right here. We're going to move them right here, and then we're going to plant our city-state right there in our next turn. So this game kind of acts kind of like a board game. I can zoom out here and you can kind of see. You can't see the map, but you can see like how big of a map it would be. You can only see the map when you walk. Basically walk into that area. But right now, this is our little city-state we have going here. It's a little different than what the Maya people had back then, but it's got a little bit of that corn husk look to it. You can kind of see the corn husks kind of make part of the buildings. Obviously, the Maya people were known for having corn husks on top of their roofs, just for protection. Um, but yeah, let's see here. Let's move. Let's not move anybody. So research. So in this game, they focus on the Maya people, and when they focus on the Maya people, they also focus on the idea of basically observing the stars, to having an observatory, because the Maya people loved stargazing. They loved looking at the sun. So what would be a college campus for a different civilization is an observatory for this civilization. So right now we want to figure out if we can get crops, get animals, and make sure our people are fed. Obviously, when you look at this tech tree, you can see they focus on pottery because obviously my people were huge in pottery. Astrology, again, that observatory thought, basically just looking at the sky, having a holy sight. Again, the Maya people were big under, they basically focus on the gods. The gods were big to them. They were a key part of their life. But yeah, so now we're choosing a production method for our city, and we want warriors because warriors can help protect the city. So when you see this number 8 up here, that means 8 turns left before the warriors come out, which every time I press this button, this is next turn. Obviously, that's a turn. But they want you to move your people. So these are warriors. So we're going to try to do some exploring here. We're going to try to find some maize, going to try to find some crops, just more resources. Because right now I'm on the shoreline, which obviously is good for water. Looks like we got a little bit of cattle right here, so we have a decent amount of resources available to us. So next turn, so that should be going down. Yeah, it should be going down 7 till we get the warriors to protect our city-state. Let's see here. We're gonna move these guys. We're gonna keep moving them. Keep moving them. Oh, look at that. That's one of the major resources that the Maya people used. Corn, maize. This game is kind of cool because they do bring in those resources that these civilizations used. So obviously corn is huge to the Maya people. Obviously, whales weren't big, I don't think, to the Maya people. I could be wrong on that, but I don't think they were big to the Maya people. But obviously maize, we learned that it was like their key food. Next turn. But yeah, I'm gonna pause this video and see. I'm gonna expand my city-state, and then I'll give you guys an update to see where my city-state is after I'm done moving everything around and gathering more resources.